Before we get going, just a reminder for you guys, we have a new drop at 53supply.com for you guys who want to win the BRZ, and even if you don't want to win a BRZ, you guys have new merch. We have got banners, windshield banners, which I know you guys have been waiting for such a long time. We've got new shirts, new key tags, hoodies. We got a tactical breaker, which is my favorite thing in the world currently, except for my wife and daughter. Shirts, hoodies, jackets, hats, you name it. We've got it on 53 Supply. Do me a favor, go to the link in the top of the description that I've got for you. You can open up a new tab and keep this playing in the background or come back to this later, but go check out all the new merch we've got. Every $1 you spend gets you one chance to win this 2022 BRZ. Let's go. I wasn't going to film today. Oh, it's hot. And I'm wearing banana pants. Well, I just moved the Supra over there and the S2000 over here to give myself a little bit more room because I actually have been kind of enjoying, without, you know, being on camera, working on this car. This is kind of some weird lighting. This is odd, but today I'm going to be working on the S2000 and kind of doing the first mods, if you will. I've already got several things ordered for this car, but Ethan actually left me with a small chunk of things that he either never did himself or he was just messing with and so on. One of the things, actually I'll show you here in a minute. No, you're fine. Victoria's boxing up all of my trash. I have so much. I always have so much. I have boxes over there, even boxes in the house. What kind of got me going today was I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna work on the BRZ. It sounds fun. Drew's gonna come up here and finish this later, but I routed the air suspension like super OE looking. It's got P clamps and all that kind of stuff. Runs under here and through this. You can see it even tie in right here a little bit. Sorry, it's a little dark down here. Need to figure out better lighting for the shop. And then it comes to here. I'm gonna have Drew finish all that up. He'll be out here today after he gets off of his other job. Whew, I love the booty of this car. One thing though that needs to change is this little chunker muffin underneath the bumper. I'm kind of prepping today for an exhaust. We're gonna be doing something really dope. So this car is extremely loud right now. I actually brought earplugs and I think I'm gonna have to use them. Like really. Yeah, it's very, 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 very loud. It's basically straight piped. It has two resonators in it, but that doesn't do anything for volume. It's basically dumped in the middle of the car. I'm actually gonna have Drew make a custom exhaust. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of the things that we're gonna get doing. I was halfway through changing the seat and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and film. By the way, we have new merch that dropped last Friday. Every $1 you spend at 53supply.com grants you one chance to enter. Now, I started the other video the other day talking about how I had some parts. I kind of helped Ethan clear out. So Ethan used to own a shop, right? And he had a bunch of stuff left over. Not only so, he is a huge car enthusiast, Honda nut, Subaru nut to the core, and he just has a bunch of crap from years of being a car person. So because of that, I now have 2 extra K24 blocks along with something I never actually even showed you, I don't think. I have a full K24 that just got ripped out of an Accord that I was going to build, but I might just, I mean, I don't know. I might not build this and just put it into a car and have some fun with it eventually. That'd be a good, just put the K-Series in the Civic and just boost that and then see what happens. I don't know, I'm talking a lot. I have a lot of things that go on in my brain. Actually, dude, I gotta get out to the truck. I got so much stuff. I got most of the stuff out of the back. Let's see, it rained last night. Hopefully everything's good. Metric ton of interior pieces. God dang. Ugh. I've gotta get all this stuff out. I'm actually gonna be picking up my Evo tomorrow. my tuner, did a clutch job on it. Oh, it rained. Water everywhere. Ethan had like 500 of these in his unit and he's like, I don't want them, I have too many, so I took the ugliest one possible. Guys, it's really hot outside, I'm gonna say it again. Brand new, bushing ready, control arms and stuff like that. I don't even know what half this stuff is. He started throwing stuff in my truck. I think he wanted to part with the memories. I just have so many of the things. Factory plastics, we got an oil cooler, the spare tire, all the tools and stuff that go in the trunk, and an extra taillight. If I do plan on doing HPD in this car, or time attack or anything like that, I need an oil cooler. When you're doing many, many laps at a time, oil gets toasty. I'll get all that stuff out. Who's calling me? This is how my brain works when I'm not filming, but I am filming, so it's, okay, I'm not going back out there again. Anyways, the bumpkin, not the bumpkin, the bosom. The FUPA of this car is going away. Before we continue with this video, I want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Bosley. Bosley is America's #1 hair restoration experts. Some of you guys may or may not deal with hair loss. I totally get that. Some or most of the time can be hereditary. So if it runs in your family, the one thing I want to say before even talking about Bosley is the sooner you act on this, the easier it is to combat. Bosley has over 45 years of experience and have performed over 430,000 procedures to help people restore their full head of hair. Bosley offers the latest hair restoration technology and one-day procedures, both in surgical and in non-surgical forms. Whether your hair might just be starting to fall out or it's been going on for a while, Bosley does have a solution for you. Bosley also has over 70 locations all across the US, but can also cater to your needs at home. They can deliver solutions right to your door. They also offer free consultations, so if you just want to inquire about it, you can talk to someone about it. You can go into a clinic or you can talk to somebody at home. It can be a sensitive topic for some people. I totally get that. If you go to the link below, bosley.com/Shanks, you can not only get a free information kit telling you guys more about what you might need to know, or more about what you could be curious about, but you also can get a $250 gift card towards any sort of procedure or whatever it is you might need done. You can get a free video consultation or in-person consultation so they can help you guys out. Thank you so much to Bosley for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get on to it. For the OGs out there that have been around for a long time, my Miata had a steering wheel that Victoria bought for me. We have the Momo. I think I want to do the Momo on this car. Plus it'll kind of put it a little more towards me if I do that. So let me know. What do you guys think? Once the car gets on the lift, we will not only do the exhaust, I'll also get the speed sensor working, which will in turn get the electric power steering working. I don't have anything to do to this today, but Ethan has a 3D printer, my tuner Ethan. I have too many Ethans now. We are going to take the CAD file of this and I want to reprint it with a couple adjustments. If you guys don't, you guys should know what this is, but if you don't, go watch the original video. But I want to make this and then I want to give it to Jose to carbon fiber. That would be kind of cool. Also took a couple Griots products to the S2000. As you guys maybe saw and noticed, the headlights were a little bit nasty. And I just took a polishing pad and that's it. Ooh, I just realized how rolled these fenders are. This is really cool though. I want to kind of brag on Ethan. This looks like a factory seat. No, it's got leather on it. Super cool. But what it is, as you can see, you have harness holes and stuff like that in this. This is a Sparco seat, or Recaro, sorry. Look at this, sparkles on the back, that's so pretty. But it is wrapped with real leather to make it blend in and make the car look more OE. So I'm gonna do that. The S2000 seat doesn't bolster enough. Quite honestly, I want the Recaro in it, because Recaros are cooler. Recaro will be going in, and we will be removing this. Drew will be here later. I'll ask him about actually covering this up and tack welding something in place, because you don't want air coming up into the car, then that just makes you a parachute. Let's go. Okay, I started doing this incorrectly. Hello, it's gone though. Trunk pan is what it's called. I figured out that it's actually spot welded to the frame under the car, not what I was doing here, which is fine, so I cut it out. So it's cool. Now that this is cut open, we should have a lot of room for exhaust if we need to like tuck it and whatever under here. I don't need this pan anymore. This car is strictly going to be HPD, race car type. I'm gonna have Drew, should be here very shortly, just weld a thick sheet of aluminum right here, and that will basically be it. Super excited to move on to this. I kind of started before, but then I was like, hey, I should film. Oh, it do be out, yeah, oh yeah. One more bolt and that's it, baby. Okay. Yeah, this is perfect. Ethan and I are just about the same height, so this is set up perfectly by default. No touching. Money, I like that. All right, so now Drew's here. We're gonna talk a little bit about your ideas now as far as fabrication, going forward with cleaning this up, making room for the exhaust, making the exhaust.
So I'm gonna go through with actually some hammers and dollies to kind of shrink up this flange and get it perpendicular with the ground so that when I go to mount a sheet of aluminum, it winds up nice and as flat as possible. So there's minimal seam sealer and stuff to get this to actually seal up. Because the main concern is while you're out on track, fumes and stuff are gonna be getting back in the car, and we really don't want that to happen. So we're gonna try to get this to seal up really nicely for you.
Are you gonna end up doing it on the the bottom where I cut it out, or are you gonna do this at the top?
Probably the bottom where you cut it out. So this is actually gonna wind up being turned into a flange for us.
Oh yeah, cool. So we'll just probably cut and then hammer or something like that, I suppose, and making it flat. So aside from that, the exhaust. I kind of want to hear your ideas on if it's doable, if it's possible, or it's obviously possible, but like.
Definitely. So what I'm really thinking actually is that we're gonna get this thing built and you're probably gonna want to cut more of the bumper.
My idea, guys, and you can actually kind of see it right now, the exhaust is literally, it's just, where is it at? Can you guys see it? Kind of, you can kind of see it. I want to take that, extend it out towards the back, and then I really want to do away from my ears, blowing the other direction, going here. So what do you mean about cutting more of the bumper though?
I actually haven't really discussed it with you yet, but I think this would be a really good build for aero stuff.
Yes.
Because of what you want to do with the car. A huge thing that we can actually take advantage of since we got rid of the spare tire well is to be able to put a gigantic diffuser under the car. It really helps decrease drag while increasing downforce. I've always been of the mindset that you should clean up air underneath the car as much as you can before you do anything on top.
100%. I mean, is there anybody that makes a diffuser that like goes for a cut bumper?
So they're not really for this bumper, but there's a really cool company that I've been following. It's actually for a Lotus Exige, but a lot of people put them on GT86s and BRZs. They actually fit really well.
Interesting.
And you can get them in all different sizes. So it's actually a race-oriented diffuser for the Lotus. And
then you just do a little bit of fabrication to make it work.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty sick. The main idea Ethan had for cutting the bumper on this is like for Miata's as well. My Miata's bumper was also cut. This essentially acts as just a big ass parachute. Because air is not only flowing over the car, but under as well. It actually brings for a great idea for doing that. In fact, making the exhaust and putting the diffuser under it and just making sure that all that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That does sound pretty cool. Ethan had mentioned this is a club racing wing with APR wing stands, but adjustability out of it. It kind of is hard on the trunk itself and it kind of can make it flex. So he had mentioned making a bracket of some sort. Is there a way to stiffen that up at all, or is it just, it is what it is?
No, it kind of is what it is. And this 3D structure inside makes it really difficult for us to do anything with.
That's true. Next time this car is on a lift, we will, I'm more than likely going to do the stiffer sway bar that he's got right here. That just is a good idea. I really want to get a roll bar. I know Hard Dog makes one. There's another company out there that makes one too, but just something simple to stiffen the car up and also allow myself to run harnesses in the car. I'm confident that Ethan actually probably tuned this really well, but we are going to bring this to Trackstar to go over and really fine tune the car and see if we can't squeeze any more power out of it. But then I need to go to the track and start adjusting suspension based on my driving and what the car needs. With that,
you know, when you want to actually do that also, I would love to go out and help get data for the alignment based off of tire temperatures and stuff like that.
100%. With that being said, this car is going to Ethan's tomorrow, so we'll resume then. We're gonna drop it off so he can get some tinkering done, and I've got to pick up my Evo and break in the new clutch. All right, baby, let's go. Hey, Evo! Looking good, sir. It fits you well. I like it. Yeah, it's like fun. You got to see this, dude. It sounds good too. I heard you. It do sound good. Yeah, you got to see this thing, dude. It is so nice. Ethan never did like my other Ethan never did like professional tuning by any means, but he's taken EFI classes and he knows, you know, he knows his way around a VE table. Sure. So I'm pretty excited to see if you can crank some more juice out of this and just tinker with the idle. And
I'm definitely excited. This is my wheelhouse right here. So
one thing I have to ask. So he made this air duct himself out of fiberglass. You want to 3D print me one?
I could maybe do that. We'll see if we can...
I think he's got some like CAD files of it. So
oh man, that would be.
I think it's a possibility.
Pretty easy then if he had the right file for it.
And I left this. You guys will see the video here soon. This car needed a new clutch, so we have an advanced clutch, an ACT that went onto this. They installed it. They have some footage of that. Video for this is going to be immediately go straight to dyno since we've got the new clutch, and I'm super amped about it. I am excited to actually make some serious horsepower with a real dyno tune and also just get a good number. God, I love these. This car is so hot, bro. Hey, free plug for Ethan. If you guys need a tune in the DFW area, or if you want to drive down to him, he is the best. The S2000 is going to be in good hands. Next time we come back, we're going to be doing some tunes and adding a few more just safety pieces for it. And then once it's back from that, we got the exhaust to do. And then I am going to do my absolute best to get a track day with this and get some seat time. So, all right, have fun with it, sir, and I'll see you very soon. Ethan has been super excited to get going on the K24 car for a long time. I told Ethan about this car a long time ago, and he's been really anxious, or he's been really wanting to see the car for a while. And now that it's mine, of course, I take it to him. He's already been tinkering with some stuff. He's already messed with some tuning, which like the idle is already 10 times better. I'm excited to see if we can pull some more power out of it, but we do need to make sure we get that timing chain tensioner because these K24, K20 cars really need that, especially, I mean, we got huge cams, built head, built bottom end. Like, we need to make sure everything is taut and good to go before we go full send. Evo's now here. Need to do a couple things. This new clutch is pretty stiff. I might have to get a new slave cylinder, but we'll figure that out. We'll get this on the lift here in a second. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My daily advice for you guys is you have the same 24 hours per day that the most wealthy people in the world have. You might not have the same beginning, but we all have the same opportunities each day, and that opportunity is time. You have the same opportunities as me. You have the same amount of time in the day as I do. And so what I want to let you guys know is, like, all the successful people in the world, they might have had a different beginning than you, and that's fine, but they've utilized the 24 hours that they get every single day to their advantage. Not everybody who is successful started off in a great beginning. Some people have very humble beginnings, and the difference between them and most people is they get off their butt and they use as much of the day as they can. Before you complain that you don't have this or you don't have that, somebody has something better than you, just know you have the same amount of time in the day that they do, okay? You have the same amount of time. And here's my sweet puppies. I really hope we figure out whose puppies these are. They just walked in here and they scared the crap out of me, but they're very, very sweet. Well, I know they don't want to leave because I'm super nice to them. They're my new shop dogs. Can we keep them? No, somebody's gonna miss them if we keep them. I would keep them though, I like them.
Hey, come here.
Anyways, have an amazing day, guys. Remember, we've got a brand new drop. You guys go to 53supply.com and you guys can get one chance to enter this BRZ every $1 you spend on the site. Have an amazing day. Peace. Hey, I got 2 videos for you guys to watch. It helps me out a ton if you continue watching, but it also helps. Look at this sweet puppy. It helps if they go to our website and look at our new merch, right, bud? Yeah, you're my new friend. Oh, our dog's gonna be mad when they smell you.